Alright, in the previous video I showed you how to integrate a power of sine or a power of cosine as long as the exponent was odd. Now we can adjust that procedure just slightly to integrate a power of sine times a power of cosine where at least one of the two exponents is odd. So let me set one up where one of the exponents is odd. Let's make the exponent for cosine odd, make that a 3. And it really, as you'll see, this procedure, it's not going to matter what exponent I put for sine. So just to prove my point, I'm going to make it kind of ridiculously big. How about 100? Okay. And now we're going to break down this cosine cubed just like we would have if we were just integrating cosine cubed all by itself. So if you watch the previous video, you'll know what I'm talking about here. I'm going to rewrite cosine as cosine to the first times cosine 2. This will always be an even power because I started with an odd. In this case, it's going to be 2. And now, cosine to an even power, I can rewrite in terms of sine. Okay, so just as before, we can let u equal sine x now. This cosine will go away in the u substitution process, and we'll end up with a polynomial in u. So let's go through that procedure now. Let u equal sine x. Du over dx is going to be cosine of x. And if one solves for dx, you get 1 over cosine of x times du. So everywhere I see sine x, I'm going to replace with u. And everywhere I see a dx, I'm going to put in a 1 over cosine of x times du. So I have u to the 100th. I have cosine of x. I have 1 minus u squared. And I have 1 over cosine of x du. And because, once again, all of my terms involving x have canceled, my u substitution actually is going to help. Now I have u to the 100th times 1 minus u squared. Let's expand that out into standard polynomial form so we can use the power rule one term at a time. And I hope it's clear that it really did not matter what the exponent for the u was at this point. We're still going to be able to integrate this. In this case, it's going to be 1 over 101, u to the 101, minus 1 over 103, u to the 103 plus c. And we finish the problem by replacing u with sine x.